I'm Amanda Westhunter. I am 20 years old and I am currently stationed here in San Antonio, Texas as active duty Air Force. This is my first ever college course. I went into the military straight from high school, so I have no college experience and this is it for me. And so far, I'm liking it. I like the online interface, and the reason that I chose online classes was because I work a night shift, so it makes it a lot easier to take an online class rather than work around my schedule and try to go in and take a class in person. A little bit about me. I am originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico, so a little bit of an adjustment in scenery from New Mexico to Texas. I'm used to a lot of mountainous, really flat desert, well, mountainous and then flat desert, and here it's just kind of like hills, and it's a little bit greener, but it's also really humid and really hot here. Um, I am an avid horseback rider, and I have been my whole life. I grew up riding horses with my grandmother, actually, and I actually have a horse back home, but I don't have one here with me in Texas. So I've just been taking lessons and riding with friends here in Texas. But an interesting story actually happened to me and my grandmother. I don't even know how many years ago. It was, I'm going to say, 7 or 8 years ago. My grandmother and I were out trail riding, just the two of us, in New Mexico in this mountain range known as White Horse Mountains. And we were on our very experienced horses, and it was listed in a trail book as a very hard trail for horseback riding. And it started out as a really pretty ride. It was a very long ride, but it was really pretty through the mountainous terrain, over streams, under trees. It was beautiful. And once you broke away from the tree line and you got higher in the mountains, it opened up into these just wide, vast plainland, and it was beautiful. And we finally got to the top, and we rode along the ridge. Well, there had been flooding and weather conditions previously that had eroded the trail away. And the book had mentioned this, and they said you kind of have to find the trail on your own at a certain point. Well, we lost the trail, and we thought we found it going in a different direction, but it wasn't the trail. We found out later because it took us to this steep, very steep slope of shale-like rock, and we had to get off our horses and walk our horses up this slope of rock that's sliding out from under our feet the whole time. And I just remember pulling myself up by tufts of grass because my feet would just keep slipping out from underneath me, and we just let the horses run up the hill because they just had to go or else we were going to slide off. And at the time I was terrified. I thought, this is it, this is where I die. I thought it was Indiana Jones style, adventuring. And now that I'm older, I realize it probably wasn't as severe as I thought it was at the time, but I think it's a really funny story to tell. And it's one of my more memorable experiences riding horses because although it was scary, it was also really fun, and it was a really cool experience. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. Thank you.